Hi, welcome to Gear Garage. My name is Zach Collier, and this is my show about gear for whitewater paddling, basically. Rafting, kayaking, overnight gear. I actually like camping stuff a lot, so I talk quite a bit about camping. And today I'm going to talk about one of those items, and it's basically just a bucket. It's amazing what you can do with a bucket for whitewater paddling or just gear storage or anything. First of all, a lot of us have these 5-gallon buckets. They're old. You can get them at Home Depot. They're orange ones with like Elmer on the side. That's cool. If you want to get one of those, awesome. If you want to kind of step up your game a little bit, go to uline.com and search for buckets, or just Google Uline buckets, and it will blow your mind. There's 5-gallon buckets, 3-gallon buckets, 7-gallon buckets, all kinds of different colors. You can color code your gear, whatever you want to do. And that's right there. That's going to be kind of fun to get some new buckets for your stuff. One thing I like to do for my trips, when I do rafting trips, I like to have these. I like to pull off this metal part, and I just grab some channel locks and just crank this off. And instead of having kind of a sketchy metal handle, I like to put some webbing in here. And so what I'll do is I'll make the holes a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, clean them up with these needle nose pliers, and I'll get some webbing. This is 1/2-inch tubular webbing. It's a little hard to find on the internet, but look for 1/2-inch tubular. I cut it in 32-inch lengths, and then just get some plastic pipe. You can get this at Home Depot. It's just really simple plastic pipe to kind of handle it. And basically, you just replace that metal thing by shoving each end through these holes. And if you tie a figure 8 on each end of the rope, it'll stay there indefinitely. So I just kind of put it through, tie just a figure 8 knot as a stopper, and then pull it through and it's hooked on. And same thing on this side. I'll just kind of shove it through this little hole that's left. Of course, like I said, you want to make the hole a little bit bigger with some needle nose pliers so it fits nicely. Just push it through, tie like a figure 8 knot right there, and again pull it through, and you just have a really nice bucket handle. It's way better than that metal one. It's stronger, it's not going to flip around, and this plastic tubing is really nice to handle, and it'll stay there if you get the right size. You know, one thing you want to do if you really want to step up your game on these buckets, when you're on uline.com, check out the Gamma Seal. So this is something you can buy separately. It's called a Gamma Seal, and you can just basically take this outer rim and just kind of shove it on like this, and it's basically permanently attached at that point. There's a gasket in there, so it should be waterproof, and then this lid is just now a screw-on, screw-off lid for your bucket. So there is a gasket in here too. It's theoretically waterproof. I don't think I would trust it completely. You know, don't put your warm clothes in here, but man, it's pretty much going to keep things dry, especially when it's new. This is kind of like a little mini dry box, you know, or it can be, we use a lot for compost. If you want to put stuff in here like trash or compost, pull this lid off, throw things in there, close this lid back down. It's actually pretty nice. I feel pretty good about the waterproofness of it, the water resistance of it, but I also personally have these little mini dry bags that fit them perfectly. So what I do is shove them inside this dry bag, which actually, let me get it in there, makes it really nice for rigging. So these are kind of a specialty size of dry bag. You can get Sotar can probably make these for you, or most dry bag companies might do something custom. And then once you close it down, it has, you can rig it based on this buckle, but I've added a couple D-rings so I can tie it into a boat. So this is what we use on our Chetco expeditions. We hike these in full of food. We basically pull them out. It keeps the food dry inside the bucket in the bag. And then this becomes the trash. So at the end of the trip, we'll have all the trash, the wag bags with the poop in them. They end up in here, and it's a really great way to store things on a wilderness trip. So that's buckets. Man, it's amazing how advanced buckets can be. Here's one I've used for a while. If you have any questions or other ideas or improvements, just add them in the comments below. I'll add a link specifically to the Uline bucket page so you can learn more about them. And thanks for joining me. All right, bye.